guys. Great. Okay, let's go. I'm waiting for some people to get on here. Hey, Amanda. I'm waiting for people to get on here so I can update a lot, because there is so much going on with us. It's crazy. How are you doing, by the way? Sitting there trying to get ready for work, and so finding time to talk to you guys is like crazy. But I feel like I gotta update you guys because it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. So there's literally, thank you. And our connection is bad because of all the stuff we've been going through, and it's crazy. So I think I'll go ahead and just get started. So Aiden is not doing so good. Aiden is actually breaking out everywhere, and we don't know what the cause of it is. He has an appointment with an allergist, but when I say breaking out, he literally has hives from head to toe. And so they gave him a steroid, and that did not work. He just kept puking everywhere. Kid you not, we had to pay $20 for a steroid. That, guys, when I say we are so stressed out, and I've not been able to do anything. Obviously, I'll have more of an update when we figure out what the heck we're going to do. But the apartment building caught on fire, and then our apartment started flooding, and then now we're having to look for another home. Whether it's another apartment, someone just tried to call. Bear with me. Our Wi-Fi has been complete crap lately. Like, complete crap. But, we really have a lot going on. We're trying to find a place. Trying to get Aiden taken care of. And it was a bad situation that happened, so we're just like, ugh, we're not even going to. But I might make like a full... I don't know what's happening to the live. We have really bad internet connection right now. Do you want to tell them what's going on?
No, you got this.
We're gonna have to move. And like, fast. And like, we're stressed out because all the homes, all the apartments are all taken up. And we're like freaking out because we don't know what to do. Like, everything is taken up. There's nothing out there. But I'm like, I'm not staying in a home where it's like smoke damage and water damage. I'm not staying, like, I'm not doing that. So it's crazy how everything is happening so fast, and it's just like, what the hell? Aiden has an appointment with an allergist to get an allergy test because he's breaking out so bad, and this is his second week of having it, and it's just head to toe. It's awful. It's just awful. Guys, I want y'all to bear with me because, you know, things are happening right now with jobs and with everything. I gotta take this off. With everything, and we're trying to get stuff together and worked out and money saved up and stuff like that. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy how things are happening to us and how fast we have to move and how fast we gotta do things. And we have these big fans and a dehydrator in our room for the water. And I'm like, I can't do this. And I said, I literally cannot do this. I can't live here and then be worried about somebody out there because it happened. I can't talk about it right now. When we move on what exactly happened, because it is actually a really scary story, and I just don't want to get into it and then people find this video. Hey, come here. Tell them what's going on with your job.
You mean?
You're getting a promotion.
We don't know for sure yet.
Tell them about the move.
We'll move.
We're moving.
Oh, we're moving.
And why?
Because our neighbor tried to kill us.
Hey!
Sorry.
I said talk about that later when we move so people don't find this video and you go blurting it out. The Walker film's on there. I know how much you loved them.
I ain't lose my love handles.
I know.
You're such an asshole.
Did you not want me to agree with you? Oh, guys. I hope y'all didn't hear that, but what he said. But I'm going to make a full video of everything that's going on and updates on Aiden. I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know we're still here. Massive. How we need to film, edit, and all that. I gotta fill out paperwork for both of the boys because there's stuff going on. They're not refusing to fix things. Aiden has, like, his lung problem is not getting better. And I just don't, like, I know, like, how much water that was flooded into our apartment. I know that it's going to cause damage because it, like, so much damage. And I know where there's water, there's mold. And I know where there's smoke, there's damage. And I'm just like, come on. So, I'm just not comfortable with, like, knowing that there's mold anywhere or damage anywhere because that's my kids and I love them. And I'm like, we gotta move because, like I said, the story behind it, when I eventually tell you guys, oh my God, the story behind it is just like, what is happening and what is happening? And I can't get into it, but if you heard what Austin said earlier, I guess you heard a little glimpse of it, but I don't know. It is so scary. And then Aiden's breaking out everywhere. Hey, Austin! Austin! Let me see if we'll bring Aiden in here for you so you can see his body and you tell me what y'all guys think. Hey, Austin! Of course you did, Walker fam. Of course you did. Bring Aiden in here so I can show him his hives.
This man is relaxed watching Blimpie.
Well, let me see him real quick.
Aiden! Aiden!
Aiden's like our child that loves relaxing. But I don't know what caused it. And then after he had the scope done, it got 10 times worse. Like 10 times worse. And we don't understand where it's coming from. And we have to keep him naked all the time. Don't hold him by his arms like that. Okay. Hold on. Where is this? Where is it? Oh, you can't see it on camera that much. Like, I don't even know if they can see it. It's like this. And like this.
What?
Like his legs. And in the morning, it's so much worse. Huh? Did you have fun watching?
Yeah.
You see water tower.
What do you?
Up here.
I go back.
Alright, let me get him before you eat your makeup.
He's so cute. I love him.
Let's go watch it.
You can't really see it good on camera. You just wait till I have my G7X on, then you really. But I think it's mold. I think it's mold to answer your question. I think. Well, I don't know if how fast mold can get there, but the water's been there for like a week and 3 days. So I don't know. Like how fast mold grows or anything. I don't know nothing about mold. But I'm really like, he'll be March 1st, he'll be having an appointment with an allergist to see what's going on with him. If he is not allergic to anything, then we got a major problem, because then we're like, what's causing him to be like that? And then we're gonna find a place to live. So it's, and then saving up the money to do that. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, and our taxes got jet. They took all of our kids' tax credit off, so we're not going to be getting taxes this year because of the stimulus thing. They counted our stimulus that we got that I didn't want onto our taxes, and I was like, so now I made an appointment with a specialist to go see them, and I'm like, I'm just stressing out, you guys. I'm just a big ball of stress right now. A big ball of stress. I know they weren't supposed to, and that's the thing. Like, I thought they weren't supposed to, but I was like, okay. But they didn't, and they took all kids. Like, they didn't even count my kids on there, and I'm like, every year on my taxes, I make sure they put more out of my check so we get more at the end of the year. But they took everything. So I made an appointment with a specialist to figure that out. I don't know what the point is, because I'm like, if that's the case, they should make it optional whether you want, who do you go through? I went through Turbo, and then I went through H&R. So now I'm going to go through a person that does taxes. What did you go through? Because we've still not filed our taxes. Who do you go through for taxes? Because I would think if they take it out, I would think that they would make it an optional whether you want it or not. And it'd be like, hey, we're going to take it out of your taxes. But then, like, they asked me, like, what'd you get your first round? What'd you get your second round? And then I put the numbers, and then all the numbers that just dropped. It dropped. Why did they take a huge amount of money? And y'all got kids too, so it doesn't make sense to me. I'm sitting here trying to do my makeup and talk to you guys at the same time. Because I do have to work today. I don't want the work to do. That doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. I went over it for about 4 hours. I worked on it because I usually do our taxes every single year. I worked on it for 4 hours and I gave up. I said I'm not going to like stress myself over something that's not worth really stressing over. So I had someone to look into it, if that makes sense. Because I'm not doing it this year. I can't. I'm too stressed out. I'm on, and I really hated talking about this, but I'm on some new anxiety medicine. And I hate being on new medicine. And I'm like, I had to. Because it was getting to a point where I was not happy where I was and happy like at all. I was angry. I was getting snappy. And I told her that everything I was going through with Aiden, has changed me a lot. Just because I don't understand half of the stuff the doctor says to me. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. And then, like, you feel stuck because his lung still isn't growing. So you're like, you feel like you're not helping him at all. And so I felt really stuck. And I just had to get on some new medication. And I've not been on medication for like a long time. And the fact that I had to go back on medication was just like, it was a deal breaker. I was just so upset with myself because now I feel like, oh, do I need medication to get by of what I'm getting by with Aiden, or going through all the stress and stuff? And his insurance keeps cutting him off, and we have to pay for his medicines. And that steroid that we had to pay for was not, it was expensive. It wasn't the most expensive, but it was crazy. I don't know if they're wanting to do a lung transplant. He's little. That's the problem. That he's so little. It's like, what do they do? You know, what he did was, the last scope that he had, they sent it over to Vanderbilt to get it checked out. They sent it, he said, do you mind if I send this video over to a good friend of mine? He's a specialist and he works in Vanderbilt. So we don't have to go up there and they do their own scope. So that saves a lot of time for Aiden. But at the same time, I'm like, sure, why not? But I've not heard nothing back. So I don't know. I feel like, is it anything worth it at this point? Like, I feel like nothing's going to get solved or fixed about it. But if it doesn't resolve or fix, he's thinking that he can go in there and dilate it. I think that's what he said, that he wants to go in there and dilate it, but he needs to get more opinions on that. So I don't know. It's a tough situation. I did not think I would be in this situation 2 years ago when I was having him. I did not think this would be a thing. I thought this could be something that they could fix, and it's not. They're worried, like, if they do go in there and try to fix it, is it worth it or not? That's what he keeps saying. Is it worth it or not? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I leave it up to them because they're doctors and they know more about it than I do. But they changed the name of it. It's bronchial malacia. Instead of bronchial stenosis, it's bronchial malacia. I hope I'm saying that right. But he said it's not. It ain't growing. It's not growing. And it's looking smaller because the other lung's growing. But a lot of people are like, don't worry. I know someone who lived with one lung. And I'm like, thanks. Like, I will give him mine before he lives with one. I mean, I will literally pay millions of dollars. I don't care, because that's hard on somebody. And it's hard on him now because he slows down a lot. He's learning to do things at a slower pace, which is not a bad thing. It's just like, I don't want him to have to slow down and not catch up with his brothers and stuff like that. I mean, that's just... And his brothers get frustrated because he can't do things they want him to do and stuff like that. I mean, that's just frustrating. So I don't know. I mean, with everything going on, it's just like, I'm at the end of the totem pole. And at this point, I don't know what to do. So I do want to apologize that I've not been on here in a long time. I've not been updating you guys as much because I do love and care about you guys a lot. Austin does too. He just has a funny way of showing it. But we've been doing this for a long time now, and I'm wanting to continue to grow my channel. So when we move and we get everything situated, we will be back doing more vlogs. And I mean like family vlogs, because I miss those. And the other day I was watching some of my videos and I'm just like, I want to go back doing that. It's just really hard. It's really hard not to, it's really hard to film right now with everything going on, because it's like, oh, but I think I'll be doing videos on my day off. It's just crazy. It's just like on my day off is appointment days and hospital days. That's all it's been. And then Christian has an appointment coming up, and I've not talked about that a lot because he's got to get tested for autism. And I'm like, what is happening? I feel like this is never ending. Christian's smart, but he's not catching on. When he talks to people, he's not talking like he's supposed to. I'm trying to get him ready for kindergarten, but I don't think he's going to be ready for kindergarten. Kindergarten. I don't know. What do you guys think? Boop. 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 Boop, 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 boop. I mix my foundations because I can't get the right. My color's hard to find. And so I either get one way too dark or way too not dark. It's hard to find my color. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I don't know where my thing's at, so I'm just gonna open a new one. You mix your foundations too? Is this snowing where y'all are at? It was snowing last night. People were like, oh, it's gonna freeze. I'm like, I want it to. Honestly, I do. I love snow, but we can't keep it for some reason. But have y'all seen Texas? I love snow, you guys. I love snow. So if you have snow right now, send some in a box and send it my way. You hate snow? I take it y'all get snow a lot. People that hate snow get snow a lot. So do you get snow a lot or no? Oh my gosh, you see this? It's in my hair. Oh, why? Why? Where is it coming from? Oh my gosh. We have a ton here. Well, why don't you send some my way? I bet you would if you could. People are saying the weirdest things on TikTok, like the snow is fake. And I'm like, what in the world are y'all talking about snow is fake? Because they're burning the snow and somehow it's not melting. It just turns black. So I wonder what that's about. What is that about? Have you tried that yet? But if you do, let me know. They call it government snow. I'm like, what is government snow? What does that look like? They say it's burnable snow. It burns, but it doesn't melt I'm like, that's nice, I guess. No. I think it's just really funny how people say the craziest things, and I'm over here like, we don't even get snow, and I wouldn't even think it would be that bad. I hate snow. I was born in Ohio, moved to Washington State. How is Washington? Or they got snow? I bet. Have y'all seen Texas? They have a lot of snow going on. I'm like, if they get snow, how come we can't get snow like that? What was that? 6 inches? Holy cow. That's a lot of snow. That's crazy. To me, that's a lot of snow. Austin thinks, he's like, you've not seen a lot of snow until you've been to Michigan. We tried to go up there one year to see snow, and I bought all the snow gear. But then we realized that we had to go through Kentucky, and Kentucky's crap in snow. So we were like, well, maybe next year. We'll try to make it up there next year. Because I really love snow. Y'all have no idea how much I love snow. I love snow so much, I'm like, I would marry snow. Snow is just, to me, it's just so peaceful. More? I bet. It's just, it sounds so crazy when people have a lot of snow there. Oh my goodness. So if you guys didn't know, I have extensions put in, and I am still in love with them because they look like real hair. I'll wait for my eyelashes to dry before I put mascara on them. I'm gonna get a new hair straightener that my hairstylist told me about. It puts less damage on your hair and stuff like that. It's awesome. I use Designline. I've been using this for 7 years. This same exact straightener for 7 years, and it's still going strong. It's from Designline. And I'm just going to straighten my hair just a little bit, not too much. But someone cannot believe that this was my fake hair. And I'm like, yeah, it's fake. Like, 100%, because my hair is naturally this short. And now it's this long. But that's all I really have to update you guys on. I mean, I can't really go into detail until later, so stay tuned to one of those videos. I will try to get a vlog out as soon as possible, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. How do you end these? How do you do this? Oh my goodness.